Jesus let me know, but they show no fish. Yeah, say he found it, but she's still gonna.
What's up, Radiant Souls? This is a safe space for like-minded individuals who prioritize wellness. And today we're going to talk about being kind to humanity because you never know what people are going through. Like, we live in a world where people are so harsh and so mean and so blunt and, oh, it just is what it is. No, we're all a soul and a body. So never attribute who someone is in flesh to who they are in spirit. God don't play about, I'm not saying be kind just because God don't play about people, but you have to be careful how you treat God's creation. We live in a generation where it's like fun and games to lie to people, to manipulate people, to know you don't have good intentions for a person, but to still continuously like drag them on or lead them on for your own personal gain. Like, you will be accountable in the eyes of God for the things that you do. And I'm not saying that to scare you. I'm just saying that, like, when you treat people wrong, apologize. When you know you ain't do somebody right, just be like, look, that was wrong. I was operating out of a place of like scarcity. I'm going through my personal stuff and I projected that. I'm telling you, the way you treat human beings is a big indicator, in my opinion, of your relationship with God. Because it's like, if you're a believer, because I'm Muslim, but a believer in God is a believer in God. If you believe in God, would you want God to treat you the way this person is treating you? Like, God has endless mercy for you. God has endless kindness for you. God has endless empathy for you. So it's like, treat God's creation with respect. And a lot of people justify disrespecting people because of what somebody else did. And let me tell you, I've done that before too. Everything that I'm talking about, I done lived. I've been unkind to people. I've made an excuse for myself for being harsh and blunt just because somebody did something to me. It doesn't matter what other people do to you. Maintain your character. And if someone is so bad to you, remove access. If someone is provoking you to be the worst version of yourself, get away from them folks. Get away from them quick. Okay? Like, anybody who provokes you to step out of character, get away from them. And I'm not talking about pushing you, because sometimes when we're in situations where people are pushing us to be our best self, it's uncomfortable. No, I'm talking about when people are straight up pushing you to just be the version of you that you buried so deep underneath your consciousness. Like, you know it's in you, but you ain't really trying to bring that out. Get away from people like that. Because the longer you tolerate and stay around evil, unkind people, unconscious people, you subconsciously pick up their ways. You subconsciously stop having that kindness in your heart for God's creation. So never lose your kindness, never lose hope, never lose your way, because this world will turn your heart to a rock. It'll have you being cold and mean and insensitive to people. And that's not what God intended for us to do to his creation. Like, my purpose on this earth is to help people. My purpose on this earth is to teach people that mentally and emotionally, God did not put you through certain things to punish you. God is trying to teach you. My purpose on earth is to help people become the best versions of themselves. Because a lot of things I went through, ain't nobody making it through that. People give up. People just, like, they don't even try anymore. And God gave me the resilience to keep going. Despite the circumstances, despite the betrayal, despite people stealing, despite people lying and dragging my name through the mud, despite me being mistreated when I didn't know my own worth, God got me through. And because God got me through, that same mercy he gave to me, that same hope he gave to me, I want to give to people. Like, so this is deeper than just content for me. This is my purpose. And I'm not perfect. I be unkind. Trust me, baby. I was around so many people who disrespected me so consistently that I was on that type of time. Like, who in the world, the F are you talking to? Who are you playing with? Like it got to that point with me where I'm like, not on my watch. Like, I was really, I'm not going to say a bully, but like, I'm not going. I'm not going. And I kind of realized, like, okay, why are you even around people that you got to have this type of disposition with, Why are you even around people that you got to have this type of disposition to? Like, it's just not healthy for you. So once I realized the right people for me ain't gonna have me out of my body, ain't gonna have me, like, of course I'm responsible for my actions, but the company you keep is a reflection of how you feel about you. Don't have people around you that don't see the value in you, that don't treat you kindly, because subconsciously You're going to get so, I'm telling you, I was around people who were so emotionally dead that it kind of killed a part of me emotionally, because it's like they're harsh, they're mean, they're cruel, they're not kind, you know? And I'm like, it's a form of self-torture to be around people who perpetuate behavior like that. So truly, on your journey to love yourself, on your journey to being more gracious and kind to you, you know, try to be kind to other people as well, and be around people who are kind to you, because kindness is like recycled. Like, okay, I'm kind to myself. So if I make a mistake, instead of being like, oh, you're so dumb, okay, what did you learn from that? Are you okay? Like, okay, yeah, that was crazy. Like, I really check in with me. I tap in with me in a kind, conscious way, so that when things do, you know, like when things do go on with other people, I'm not having to be fake. I'm really kind. I'm kind of, the relationship you have with you mirrors the relationship you're going to have with everybody else in your life. So truly try to be kind, truly try to be generous, truly try to be selfless in certain moments. Everything's not about what you can get. Everything's not about you. You know what I mean? So in those moments where someone's questioning themselves, it ain't nothing for you to be like, you're beautiful. I think you're amazing. I speak life into people. I speak life into myself, you know? Like when somebody makes a mistake, I let them know quick, like, okay, you shouldn't have did that. That was dumb. But, you know, I think you're a super intelligent person. Just learn the lesson and move forward from it. Like, you got it. God was teaching you something. Like, I'm one of those people who like to encourage and inspire people. And if I know I don't want you to be in my life, if I know it ain't like that, or I don't want to be friends, or I don't want to pursue anything, I'll tell you. I'm not going to string you along in my life, whether it be a friend or a partner, knowing I don't like you, or knowing I don't have if I can't be genuine to you, I'm going to limit my interactions with you. So I feel like as I elevate mentally and emotionally on my journey to healing, I realized like a lot of the time when I was unkind to other people, I was being unkind to myself. You know what I'm saying? I was neglecting myself to the point where it's like I expected other people to let me neglect them the way I was neglecting me. And the right people, they're not going to let you do that. They're going to get away from you. They're going to get away from you quick, just like you need to get away from people like that. It's a cycle. So be kind to yourself, and in turn be kind to other people. Have mercy for yourself, the same mercy God has for you. And people always like to say, oh, I ain't God. You're right. I'm trying not to cuss. That's why I stutter sometimes, because I'm like, you're right. But you're a creation of God, and you serve God. And to serve God is to be kind to his creation and have mercy on his creation. So your mercy can't save people the way God's mercy can save people, but you can give them a glimmer of hope. You can give them a glimmer of kindness. You can be the reason why people's faith is restored in humanity, just by you being kind, just by you being generous, just by you not acting like you just, you know, all that in a bag of chips, and like you don't care about how they feel. You got to care about how people feel. You got to care about how your words impact people. You got to care about how your actions impact people. You got to care about when you tell people you're going to do something, or you convince them to believe that you feel a certain way about them, and then you just leave them on the ledge hanging, and you're like, well, I didn't have to. That ain't right. That ain't right. Be kind to people. Treat people how you want to be treated. And subconsciously, you create the reality that you live based off of how you treat people. So you think you're really going to get away with mistreating God's creation? You really think you're going to get away with being harsh when you could have been kind? Not taking accountability and gaslighting somebody when you could have just been like, you know what, I apologize. Like, you really think that you're going to put this energy into the universe and it's not going to come back to you? Because it is, baby. It is. And I'm not one of those. As Muslims, we don't believe in karma. But I'm telling you, you reap what you sow in this life. So when you're harsh and you're going through a hard time, you will be met with harshness, and you will remember how you treated that other person, and you'll be like, wow, that's how that felt. Wow, that's what it feels like to be in a dark mental space. Wow. Like when you put somebody in a dark mental space, like these are just examples from manipulation or from just playing games for so long. You genuinely think you're going to destroy someone's mental health by mistreating them, and then you're just going to go on and everything's going to be peaches and cream? Do you not know the laws of the universe? Do you not know what you put in is what you get out? No. Thou shalt not act with malicious intent. Thou shalt be honorable. Thou shalt be honest, even if it hurts the person's feelings, to set them free. Thou shalt not be manipulative. Thou shalt not, okay? Like, make some rules for yourself. Because it's like God does not want us treating his creation like that. And to think you can do that and move on with your life is insane. So if you find yourself being unkind to people, if you find yourself being harsh to people, okay, step one, acknowledgement. Acknowledge the fact that, you know what, I'm not always kind. Because again, I had to do this when I'm not always kind. I am not always kind. Like, I have to check myself. So I'll tell myself, like, okay, that I'm not always kind. Sometimes I'm defensive. Sometimes I'm harsh when I could be more gentle. And maybe it's because I'm harsh with myself. And I started to re-love myself in a way that I've always wanted to be loved by other people. Like, I started to be gentle. I'm my own baby. I am my baby. I love myself. So I started to be kinder to myself. So I acknowledged what I was doing. I was always kind though, but I'm just saying it'll be certain moments where like, okay, that wasn't considerate. That wasn't, that was selfish. And I had to check my character and my ego because I realized like I'm dealing with God's creation. I can't just be, moving like that. So you take accountability for what you're doing and then you start to treat yourself. Start to be kind. The next time you mess up or you spill something or you ever drop something and you be like, God dang, like, or you be so mad at every little thing, like you walking on eggshells, like every little thing is such a big deal. Who want to live their life like that? Nobody want to live that. You got to be the person who's cruising in traffic. You can't be the person who's mad that there's traffic when there's going to be traffic in life, And again, I struggle with that. I struggle with regulating. All of that has to do with regulating your nervous system. So I had to start to like realize like, okay, I'm okay. I'm safe with me. Like, I'm okay. Like, God got me. Like, I had to really start to like do breath work. Like, I used to breathe in through my nose for 4 seconds, hold my breath for 4 seconds and exhale for 4 seconds. And when I breathe through my nose, I'm breathing into, so you don't just breathe into your chest, you breathe to the bottom of your stomach and you hold it for 4 seconds and then you release it. And that helps you produce oxytocin and dopamine. It helps you calm your nerve. It literally helps you regulate your nervous system. And then you're like, okay, what's the matter? Like, I start really talking to me the way I wish somebody else would talk to me. And in turn, I'm able to be more kind to other people. And even when I make mistakes, I'm like, okay, you did make a mistake, but just learn from it and move on. I'm not going to beat myself up the way I used to. And now I don't do that. It's easy for me to not do it to other people, So the relationship you have with self mirrors the relationship that you have with other people. So be kind to you always. Put yourself first always. Love yourself always. Because God loves you, baby. God loves you and God is with you and God wants you to treat his creation with respect. And your life will be a lot better when you move with respect, morals, principles, and ethics. And we all go through stuff in life where we might lose our way, but when you regain consciousness, start moving like that again. When you regain consciousness, start being kind again. Like, it's okay. We all go through periods where we just mess up. Baby, if I just went through the story of my whole life, I done made so many mistakes. I done did so many things. And when I burned bridges. But in my opinion, it was like they did stuff to me first. But all in all, it doesn't matter. Like, just remove yourself from people. When you don't retaliate, people reflect on their behavior and it helps them grow. But when people do stuff to you and then you do stuff to them back, it's almost like it becomes a tit for tat thing. And you're just like them. Like, you're no better than them because it's like you're just as disrespectful. You're just as inconsiderate because I don't match energy. I'm a grown woman. Like, at this age, I'm not doing that. I'm going to get away from you. And if I can't be vulnerable, if I'm not safe to be human around you, if I'm not safe, if I don't feel like you're going to give me basic human kindness when I'm going through something, I'm not going to be around you. I'm not going to be around you. So I love you from a distance. We all got them friends, family members, co-workers. We just got to love from a distance. Because when you get too close, it's like it clashes. Everybody ain't meant to be in your inner space. That's why they say the partner that you choose is the most important decision you'll ever make. The partner that you choose to like cohabitate with, like y'all energies gotta mesh well. You have to have some type of copacetic peacefulness in that union, in that connection, or it's just not gonna work out. So the people who are in my closest space, I feel safe with them. The people who are in my closest space, I know I can trust them. I know even if I do cry, they're not going to be like, girl, shut up. I saw this video of this girl talking about she hate when people cry because get the F up. I'm like, I would never want to be. Life has really, I know her life been hard, because life has really hardened your heart to the point where it's like you don't feel for other people. And I know you cry. I know you cry. I know you go through things, you know? So, like, give people the space to be human. Still be kind to them and have compassion for them. And if you do need to tell them hard truths, just tell them in a compassionate way. You don't have to be like, so if you feel like somebody's overweight, you don't got to be like, oh, you're big. What is that going to do? You're like, what is that going to do for somebody? That ain't going to help them. But just be like, I'm concerned about your health. Like, I want you to live a long time. I want you to live to see, you know, it's a way to inspire people and it's a way to tear people down. And you just have to kind of learn the difference. And a lot of our parents are like the formative figures in our life. They were harsh. They were mean when they should have been kind. And we think that's normal. And it's just really not normal. Be kind. Soften your heart. Care about how other people feel. I'm going to be dropping a video every single day. So subscribe and like. I have an affirmations and somatic healing ebook in my bio, and I wrote it a while ago, but I just finished editing it and I put it on Amazon Kindle. So it's only $9. And if you guys are interested in like affirmations and somatic healing exercises and journal prompts to reprogram your subconscious mind so you can be more kind to yourself and in turn be more kind to people, click the link in my bio. If not, it's all good. I'm happy you're here. I'm happy you stayed to the end and God had you hear this message for a reason. And if you did stay to the end, drop a comment below just so I know you received this message. I love you. You're going to be okay. Life is good. Life is to be enjoyed. And until next time, Radiant Soul.